Hello there everyone and welcome to Imperial Glory. We're doing another really old game, similar to when I did Cossacks 2. This one, however, I believe is even older. And it's kind of like those early Total Wars, like the first Shogun and the first Medievals. It's very similar to that. But most importantly, it's set during the Napoleonic Wars, and I do a lot of Napoleon stuff. And frankly, I wasn't aware of this game at all until someone actually gifted it to me on Steam for Christmas. And I'm not entirely sure if it's still on sale, but when it was on sale, even probably when it's not on sale, it's dirt cheap. I think it was like €1 or something like that. Now, obviously, maybe not all computers can run an old game like this, so you have to set up something specific to be able to run it. Luckily for me, it just ran. I sort of seem to have quite kind of a luck with this. I remember that there were quite a few people wondering how I got Cossacks 2 to play. I didn't really do anything. Same with Imperial Glory. We're not going to do campaign because we're not going to start off with that. We're going to start off doing some battles. And there's some historical battles here. We've got Austerlitz, or the retreat from Austerlitz, which is kind of, what's it called? Now I can't even find the word. It's kind of disappointing. There we go. That the fact that we don't get to do Austerlitz, the greatest battle of Napoleon, but we get to do what happened afterwards, the retreat. We've got another battle here, Battle of Freiland. We've got Waterloo, and I think we got, yes, Salamanca in Spain. We're gonna start off with Waterloo, because, well, it's Waterloo, so let's go ahead and do that, shall we? We start off with a number of troops. One thing about this is that they don't retreat. Like, there's no morale system. They just fight until everyone's dead. So we will try to slaughter all the English. There's some Dutch troops. I guess those are the orange guys. And some artillery and stuff. I have a lot more stuff. Yes. Oh yeah, it's done in eras, which I find was kind of interesting when I did a little bit of the campaign, how they did the eras. So you will upgrade and have different troops throughout the different eras. So they've split the sort of time period, the Napoleonic Wars, into specific eras. So the uniforms and stuff will kind of change, and you will have new troops and stuff, which I thought was interesting. Yes, you know what? Anyway, let's stop talking and go straight into the battle, shall we? And see how the Battle of Waterloo will go.
The men are in place, my Emperor. We must crush the Allies as soon as possible, in case the Prussian army reaches the battlefield in time and ends our hopes. We must prepare to face an iron defense from the Allied positions and break their lines as soon as possible. In order to do this, it will prove essential to conquer their substantial defensive positions, such as Hougomont and La Haye-Sainte. Then we may strike with precision the final blow upon our enemy.
Oh, very good.
Luck, my Emperor. The outcome of this battle will determine your place in history.
Oh, I do think his point, or his legacy, is already decided long before this. But I guess the end of his era comes with the Battle of Waterloo. Not entirely sure what would have happened if the French would have been able to continue fighting even after if they had won the Battle of Waterloo. But yes. Let's go ahead and start the battle. So very important part in the Battle of Waterloo is, of course, the Prussians. Because this limits Napoleon's his decisions or his options. He doesn't really have the time to flank and sort of move around the British position. And he's then forced to move onto this very strong positions. Looks like the enemy is moving. You know what? We're not even gonna try to bother with Hugo Moore, which is over here. I think we're gonna focus, just because I haven't played this a lot. We're gonna focus most of our men going towards La Haye Saint. We're gonna focus my cavalry over on the right flank. We've got a lot of different ones. We've got cuirassiers here, 2 units of cuirassier. Then we have 1 unit of grenadier cheval. We have voltigeurs, fusiliers, tirailleurs, more voltigeurs, and then we have some grenadiers. I think we have an Imperial Guard here somewhere, probably coming in from this force over here. Right, we're gonna start by advancing our artillery. We kind of have to go up a bit on the slope here if we want to be able to fire at them. So we got 6-pounders, we got 12-pounders, and we got another 12-pounder coming in. But if I'm able to, I need to move quite far up to be able to actually fire at the enemy. Time to advance the infantry and the cannons alike, and we're gonna advance our cavalry as well. And then on this side we've got lancers. We'll match them with our lancers. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. So mostly light cavalry on this side. 2 units of fusiliers. Move them up towards the road. We've got Imperial Guard and Grenadiers. Grenadiers will follow there. Imperial Guard will stay in the back. These 12-pounders need to be moved up. Not entirely sure if my 6-pounders can even fire from over here. At first time when I played, I just unlimbered the artillery, thinking they would, similar to Total War, just fire at as when they've got a target, but you actually have to click on what enemy you want to face. Now this is a really old game, so in terms of I mean beauty, it's they're not very nice, are they? It doesn't look very good, but I think, I mean, for given that it's so dirt cheap, and I think it's for that it's pretty okay game. Right, so my troops are ready, and I like this the fact that you can sort of move in column, and that makes the unit faster compared to when you move in line and all of that. Gonna get the other 12-pounder up here, see if we can actually start bombarding La Haye Saint. Fire! Okay, so we kind of just don't reach it. The Highlanders came out. We started shooting at it, and the Highlanders moved out. Right, so clearly we don't have the range just yet to fire at La Haye Saint. So we're gonna stop the fire. Tell them to... oh, you know what? Shit, the enemy's moving up. Shit, move into lines. Oh, stupid cannons, hold. Fire! Fire! And then save my bloody guns. Lines! Get into lines.
Your forces are under attack by
yes,
the enemy.
I do bloody well know that. Cavalry forwards. No, my cannons are gone. God damn it, you bloody English. They can kind of fire through each other, which I don't really get. Oh no, these guys are coming. Oh god, fire at those guys. Stop them from attacking my cannons. Cavalry has attacked. Cuirassier, charge! And the Grenadier Cheval will move to silence the enemy guns. The enemy is turning up behind us as well. I need to move my cavalry back over here. Crap, they're coming straight through. Ooh, the old guard just massacred that unit. Wherever this is. Dutch Grenadiers trying to move through I like how the English decided to abandon their very strong position and instead come to us.
Your forces are slaughtering the enemy.
Yes, I do. I'm bloody well aware of that.
Your forces are under fire.
Yes, I'm also aware of that. Oh, we've got a small unit of grenadiers. Right. Now I can actually kind of situate my... No! Let's try to organize something here so we can actually take a closer look at what's... how these troops fight. Trying to organize my men. We have the cuirassier. God damn it, the enemy. Heavy cavalry. No, it's not heavy cavalry, there's hussars. The problem I have, you kick the horse. Once you actually engage in melee like this, they're stuck in melee. There's no way you can drag these guys out. Shit. Stupid cavalry comes in again. Hussars. No, not my volunteers. Well, clearly,
Destroying the enemy.
clearly this isn't going too well. Bombard the line infantry. Right, if you know what, we're not gonna use our cavalry. We're just gonna keep firing here. Aha! Massacred that cavalry unit. There's still one brave volunteer fighting. See how much longer. Oh, he actually survived for a little bit. I'm gonna move the cavalry back. I have a sure shot to win the battle by sending in the cavalry. Get those guns. Let's see. Fire at the biggest target. We have a really small unit over here. So we got the English over here fighting against the old guard in the flank, and then line of fusiliers in the front. Oh, the Dutch are going to go ahead and charge in. The old guard, however, is able to fire into the melee, and there's no risk,
The enemy.
as far as I know, of friendly fire.
Your army
Oh.
controls the field.
Those guys tried to charge the old guard. The old guard at this point has just massacred the enemy. I wonder if the what's it called, when the Germans turn up, the Prussians. So this is what's left of the British. I'm actually team killing a few of my men there with the artillery firing from all the way back here. The controls are not... I think we just won. Yes. No, we've got British...
Your men are under fire.
Got British artillery. That's left. It's a howitzer. But we're gonna deal with that with the mighty French cuirassier. Chargez la victoire pour la France. And the cannons don't really stand a chance against cavalry. And we are victorious! Victory at Waterloo! And let's see, total troops 765. That's by standards of total war, that's not a lot of men. Inflicted casualties 666. Oh, I don't. What happened there? Flags obtained 15. They took 7 hours. Casualties inflicted. Oh, they had a... Wow. I don't know if this is... this is a sort of bias towards the French, and this might be an indication of some sort. The fact that the Alliance of Great Britain has 666 troops. The mark of someone not very nice. Right. The battle took me about 10 minutes. I think we can fit in another battle. And let's go ahead and do historic battles again. I think we're gonna do... This one was the one I tried, and I did not really like that one. So we're gonna try Salamanca. We'll see how that goes. Am I able to? Oh, we'll play as the British this time around. and we've got some Spanish troops and whatnot. French got all their troops. We've got some horse-ridden artillery. We got some villages, some interesting terrain. This probably will be quite nice. Right. On to battle! This time, Wellington will smite the Frenchies. Come on, frogs!
Sir, we have finally closed upon the French army and they are preparing for battle. The terrain could prove decidedly advantageous for us if we make good use of the high ground, and the village could become an easily defensible stronghold if we manage to reach it before our enemies. May God be with us in this uncertain time.
Right. The Battle of Salamanca. I've got my troops. The high ground. Frenchies. Let's see. What is my plan? What kind of troops do I have? I have a lot of these Spanish and Portuguese troops. Got a few British troops as well. A few British troops. Spanish guerrilla. I wonder if they've got any special tactics. They've got pretty good 64 in shoot. I don't know what that's compared. That seems to be pretty good compared to most other units. So that seems their accuracy is higher than the only one that comes close is the Black Watch. Right, so what's my plan? There's some villages that we can take. So the question is, he said to make use of the good high grounds. We could set up here, maybe and then move maybe towards the church. Can I move the troops? No. Right, let's start. Oh, there are the French all across. I'm gonna just take everything. Let's see, the French kind of moving back. I'm gonna move all my men up to the hill. This battle might take a bit longer, given that we have quite a bit of marching to do. So the French seems to be concentrating on these two hills, splitting their force, which I don't think is that clever, because then I can move. The thing is, this hill right here, I wonder, it's gonna be very hard to get up on that hill if the French decide to position themselves on that hill. But looking at how the stupid AI is moving, I will move to this hill, then move to that hill. We've got a nice church which we can occupy, and then we will bombard the enemy, force them to attack us, and then they will all just come trickling up the hill here. But it'll take quite a while for me to set this up. So I've managed to put my men now on the hill where I said I would, with the church. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've put the British, which turned out to be, I thought these were just normal linemen, but they're actually rifles. So I've put them in the center with the Spanish guerrilla unit in front. We're gonna have the cannons run up behind, and then we've got some of the Portuguese troops on the flanks.
By the right!
But the absolute flanks, we need some strong units. I put the Grenadier Guards and the Black Watch to anchor our lines, and in case of the fact that the lines might break, we've got some extra Spanish and Portuguese troops in the back, and the heavy cavalry is stationed in the back.
Battle is even.
Right,
for now.
we're setting up the artillery.
The battery!
And the enemy, as we can see, has not gone very far. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to provoke them by sending out this brigade of light cavalry to swing around the hill, attack them, destroy a bit of their cannons or something, and then force the enemy, hopefully, to come to us. And the last bit of the cannons coming into place here, ready to
Prepare the guns!
blow the enemy away. So the light brigade is moving away. We've got some hussars, British hussars, We've got some Portuguese lancers and some Spanish dragoons that are moving in here. And as we can see, the enemy is not really reacting to this. Now, we're probably going to lose quite a bit of cavalry attacking this position.
This
But I am
engagement
confident
is yet to be decided.
that we will be successful. So I'm going to move the dragoons
Your
over
forces
there,
are
and then the
under attack by
lancers
the enemy.
and the hussars are the ones that are going to strike the artillery. Hopefully before we get hit.
The regiment will advance.
Dragoons will move up and fire. And the hussars, charge! Lancers, charge! Get those cannons! Hussars, come through here. The important thing is to destroy those guns. Keep it up, dragoons. Shoot those guys in the flank.
By the walk,
Right,
by the walk, the regiment will advance.
looks like we're gonna have to sacrifice those British hussars. Our attack was successful because we took out the enemy cannons. Let's see if the enemy is provoked enough
Your forces are
to attack
well
us.
matched.
Now we've got some cannons over here. We can see that we've put the enemy out of balance, so maybe I can move quickly around the hill, get those, and force the enemy to come to me. Because I don't really want to move down from the hill. Now there's kind of a lot of troops here. I guess they're moving the cannons now to set up on the hill. We weren't fast enough
The regiment will advance.
to move around.
Form column.
Into column, yes, into column. We can attack the howitzers as they get into place. That's probably the plan, and it seems like we're gonna have to abandon the hill and actually come to and attack the enemy. But we have given the enemy a bloody nose in this start. They probably lost quite a few men in this. And now they're gonna lose the howitzers as well.
By the walk.
Right, so I think we'll
The outcome
we'll
hangs
better
in the
get
balance.
going already. Otherwise this battle will take forever. So I'm gonna advance the artillery down to there. The riflemen
Battalion, march! Advance! The
guerrillas will
battalion
march
advance!
forwards. Almost sounded like I said
By the
guerrillas
right,
there.
march!
Right, let's see, yes, they are
Regiment will advance.
in good position to be attacked now. Maybe we'll keep some reserves on the hill just in case
By the walk.
if this goes
Your forces are under
belly
fire.
up. Right,
By the walk. The regiment will advance.
the hussars, or I mean the lancers, gonna move around and then charge.
Choose your targets. The regiment.
Stay away from the French line infantry. Charge! No,
By the walk. The regiment.
they got stuck.
The battle is
The
even
dragoons,
for now.
Wait for it.
come on dragoons.
Forward to victory.
Nice, we took them out
By the walk.
and moved back.
Will advance.
So we've sacrificed a lot of cavalry here. Move into column.
By the walk.
The enemy cavalry is coming at us.
March! Battalion, march! Advance!
Turn the line infantry. Move
The
this one
battalion
down.
will advance.
No, they're stuck. Right, forwards.
March!
Infantry forwards.
March! Battalion, march!
And we'll just, I guess since we're being attacked there,
The regiment will advance.
Advance and engage the enemy! To
Fire!
victory!
oh, go on, fire, damn you. Damn your eyes.
Engage!
God damn it.
This engagement is yet to be
Although
decided.
it's light cavalry that's already been in an engagement fighting against 2 units. There's a lot of dead on this side. Oh, you've gone very far out there. There's a risk of you getting destroyed. I want to move the batteries forwards. Ooh, we took heavy casualties of those grenadier guards. I thought that we're gonna be able to smite the enemy. I guess unless we're in the square, they really take a pounding. Right. Was that? Oh, that was bird. I thought it was cannon shot. Right. Line infantry out onto the field.
The regiment will advance.
We will. These two will continue forwards there, supported by the grenadier. No, the grenadier guards will be stationed in the rear.
Your forces are well matched.
By the right, march.
Right. Get forwards. See if we can get these guys maybe to fire upon the enemy. Now, we don't seem to have the angle on them because they're hidden behind the hill. They did have another artillery piece over here, but it's a 6-pounder, so it doesn't really have the range. Let's get these guys. Column out towards here, then strike back, get the trilliers. I think we can probably hit them at this point with the howitzers. But move the howitzers a bit forwards.
Prepare the guns.
Get the guns ready.
March. Advance.
Then these two will continue. You will continue it this way.
Battalion will advance.
Right, howitzers.
Unlimber the guns.
Unlimber the
Fire in
guns.
position.
And fire. Give them hell. Right, not even close. We'll have to advance even further.
The outcome hangs in the
And I
balance.
guess that means the same for these guys.
Advance.
Now they are 12-pounder and horse artillery. And they do roughly have the same amount of range, but it's not that much more than the
By the right,
enemy.
the battalion will form line.
Form line out there. Oh, the enemy is now advancing. Hold.
Prepare to fire.
Start
Estimate
bombarding
range
them.
to target. Prepare the guns.
Get the artillery stuck in here. Boom! There we go. The enemy light infantry is advancing. The rifles are responding in kind.
Take aim.
The guerrilla is able to come into the flank, fire upon the enemy. Should actually fire on the grenadiers because the grenadiers are firing on them. Someone stop those trilliers. Oh, they've been able to fire on my guns. Unfortunate for me.
Aim. Fire.
Boom! Blow the enemy away. The rifles are just there. I want you to turn to shoot at the enemy. Right, cannons. Since the enemy is that close, go ahead and shoot them. God damn it, my artillery is getting shot to pieces there. Ooh! Damn, the rifles just messed that line up.
Open fire.
I think maybe, you know what? Concentrate on the grenadiers.
To victory.
Turn the guns, damn you! Turn the guns and fire on the grenadiers.
Your forces are
Oh, the
slaughtering the enemy.
rifles! Really like the rifles. They're destroying the enemy.
Engage.
We lost a lot of artillery though. The enemy is very like they don't do anything. I'm not entirely sure about this.
Come out. Open
The enemy was quite a lot more
The battalion
aggressive
will advance.
and interesting
By
to
the
fight
right,
in the
march.
campaign actually.
March.
Although in the start of it, since you start in the first
Your
first
men
era,
are
you
winning the
only
battle.
really had shit troops to play with.
Advance. By the walk.
The Life Guard, Scots Greys, maybe. Kind of not. But they've got all white horses, so.
Cease
Hold.
march.
We still have the enemy cavalry there. Company of line! Halt!
Battalion, halt!
Battalion!
The battalion will advance. By the
Highlanders! Right. Troops! I want you to go into position. And I want the cannons on this hill ready to bombard the enemy infantry. Now, we need these guys to hurry up a bit, so we'll move into column. We have a definite advantage over the enemy. You know what? We should prepare already by forming into
Your
line.
army is winning the battle.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. Now, the real Battle of Salamanca, I'm pretty sure that the French actually attacked the British and not the other way around.
advance.
But I guess the French officer is a bit of an idiot, so
The battery will advance.
it's gonna take a while for me to get the battery up there.
Advance.
Can we fire at this range, maybe?
Your forces are destroying the enemy.
I'm hoping we're firing over the Portuguese. Oh, the enemy's coming at us. Form square. Boom! The hussars got utterly destroyed.
Engage the enemy.
Fire upon them!
Dead.
I want to get... No!
Aim. Out of range.
No! God damn it! Not my cannons!
Aim.
Turn the lines!
Engage that infantry unit. Take aim. Present. Reload.
They moved! Go on! Fire rifles! I know you can do it!
Fire.
The enemy has an opportunity here to strike forwards and attack us, but no. They decide to just sit back and let their cavalry get
Your
slaughtered.
men are winning the battle.
Right, it's the final part of the battle.
Formation.
No, not column,
Form
lines.
In line. Form line.
Time to advance.
Battalion will advance.
All battalions.
March.
Are you in column? You're supposed to be in line.
Battalion. March.
Everyone forwards.
Advance. The battalion will
We're gonna
advance.
strike them now
Formation. By the right.
and destroy them. They haven't done jack shit up until this point.
Your men are under attack.
I want the cavalry to come into the flanks there. We're hit by artillery and enemy
Engage
fire.
that infantry unit.
Return fire, damn you!
Advance on that infantry unit and engage the enemy. Take aim.
You know what? Everyone, fire on that front
Engage
unit.
the enemy. Open fire. Aim. Fire on command.
The flanking units
Wait for it.
have been moved into position
To glory.
and are doing good work. Form into line.
Reload.
Let's close the gap.
March. Aim. Aim. Present. Aim.
And in the last
Open fire.
in the last part of the battle, the cavalry will advance and smite those cannons. But first, we'll shoot down the French.
Aim. Onward.
They're trying their best, but they're getting absolutely slaughtered by our superior firepower.
Aim.
Time for the
Your
Scots
army
Grey to
controls the
strike.
field.
Forwards, cavalry! Victory is within our grasp.
Your men are under fire.
They're gonna come under fire as they advance over the hill.
Close the contact. England.
Sacco bro bro!
Take aim. Take aim.
And destroy the cannons.
Fire.
And now they're slowly destroying the voltigeurs. I don't think the voltigeurs will have a chance against the heavy cavalry, the life guard. Good work, Ponsonby!
England.
For England! Salamanca is victorious. Let's see the cheering crowds. Where? Still probably lost quite a few men. Casualties inflicted. We killed every single Frenchman on the field. They inflicted only 244, which is kind of pathetic. given their position and everything, and the fact that I attacked them. But there we have it. I've got another similar game, but it's more like it's kind of similar to this, but there's no like 3D or anything. But I think I'm gonna show that as well because it's Napoleonic Wars, and we do a lot of Napoleonic Wars. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!